um, oh, such a failure. Um, sorry, I'm just thinking about all the things that I failed at. Last year I did a boxing event and I lost it. And I had a business where I had 20 guys and then I got rid of all of them. And I was going to lose weight, but I didn't lose what I said I was going to lose. I was going to read books, but I didn't read what I said I was going to read. Well, I've got a business I set up, and it didn't make any money last year. And I've got a business that I set up. We only got 3 jobs in another business. That only turned over less than half of what I did the year before. Oh dear. Failing forward is my point for this video, because if you look at all of the things that you failed on, so good example for me, last year I did enter a white collar boxing event, and I lost it, but that really wasn't the point of my goal. My goal was to fight my fears. My goal was to challenge myself, like I say with my clients about picking goals that scare you that much you want to scream mummy. When I got a message to say, do you want to do a white collar boxing event? I wanted to scream mummy. It scared me. So the whole point of that was to step into the ring, and I knew that to do what I had to do to face my fears, stepping in the ring was what I would have to do. What happened in the ring was almost irrelevant, and looking back now, I probably would have changed that mindset to maybe when I finished and won, or finished, that I had succeeded. So when I stepped in the ring, I had more meaning about the fight. But to do what I did, I had to spar regularly. I had to train regularly. I went to Perth and I ran while I was out on holiday. I went to Spain for 3 weeks and I didn't drink the whole time I was there, and I ran probably about 9-10 times over the 3 weeks I was there, more than that probably. So I didn't succeed in all of the goals that I set out to do, but I failed forward. I moved forward. So the boxing event helped me develop. I may not have won, but I developed. I moved forward towards the goals that I'd set. The same with business. One of the businesses I had, I used to have sort of 20 guys that worked for me in a range of different things, and actually turned the whole business around to the point where it was just me. Looking at the 80-20 rule, it wasn't successful. It wasn't by design, it was by default. So I've rebuilt that now by design, and I'm increasing the team that we've got. So it looks like it failed, but in actual context, it's being more successful. I've got a business that I set up that hasn't made any money, but the differences between when it started and now is not only did I think it was going to be a fantastic business, now I believe it's going to be a fantastic business, and the money is starting to come in. So the difference between a failure and failing forward is the difference between anyone that's successful or not. Anyone, you look at Richard Branson, anyone that's in business, they would have had to fail forward. They would have had to move towards a goal and not have reached the actual end goal, but would have made movement. And if they had failed, they would have taken that failure and to change it into what they needed to do. Now, for example, I made some videos and put them out initially on social, and wasn't quite happy with the content and took them off. Now, that could be seen as a failure, but it made me understand, one, the sort of content and how that I wanted to do it, and it just made me re-look and reapply myself to it. Again, it still may not be perfect, but I've moved forward with what I did and had to do what I did to achieve it. Talk about success like steps, that you can't jump If you physically got to the bottom of some steps, see how many steps you can take where you jump, and you may get 4, 5, 6, 7, but any more than that, it's not physically possible. Now, if you earned 50 grand a year, and I took you and put you in a room with multi-millionaires that earn 2, 3, 4 million pound, you're not there. It's the same as if you took me and put me in the ring with someone that had had 10 fights. To get the shit kicked out of me. Because I'm not there. I'm not that weight. I haven't done that work. So to do it, you need to fail forward, whether that's taking a step or even thinking forward. Sometimes, if I don't want to go for a run, I may say to myself that what I may do is just add one song onto my playlist, or revisit the reason that I'm going for a run and just think in terms of that. And that thought process is still movement. You may not have gone for a run, but you may have replanned or got your stuff out for the next day, or added a video, a song on your playlist to make it more powerful and easier the next time you go for a run. So you will have moved. You may not have gone for a run, or if you go for a run and you was going to do 4 miles, that you actually just go for a walk. That you go for, at the moment I'm alternating between running and walking because I'm doing a half marathon, and my body can't really run every day, and I don't really want to run every day, so I'm running one day and then I'm walking the next day and alternating it, and then at some point I'm going to stop and rest for a bit, and then when I start again I'm going to reduce and run nearly every day or every other day. So I've got a system. But if I do my half marathon and get a really shit time, or even have to stop, between now and then I will have moved in terms of my physical ability and my training. I would have moved and taken action towards it. So I may not be where I wanted to be in terms of what that was, but I may have moved further towards it. So failing forward is essential if you're going to be successful, and get your mindset around that you're getting movement forward. And thinking sometimes is like leaning, that you think enough, like you lean enough. At some point you have to take a step, and that's my point.